Modern technology is everywhere. From the almost ubiquitous use of smartphones in any populated area, to the huge world of social media sites, to the large presence of laptops and tablets in the business setting. We are now at a point where technology and our human condition, or the way we are socially, personally, and culturally, collide. The human condition is now, as never before, affected by communications technology. With every coming year, people are closer and closer to a truly global community. We are connected through these technologies.
The first issue is that of the distraction of technology, especially the distraction caused by smartphones and the internet in the hands of younger generations. Their brains are rewarded not for staying on task, but for jumping to the next thing. ... The worry is that we're raising a generation of kids in front of screens whose brains are going to be wired differently, says Michael Rich from Harvard Medical School. This problem of distraction can lead to lower academic performance because many children and teenagers who otherwise would buckle down and do their work productively are now constantly interrupted by text messages, Facebook notifications, and other reasons. Their thoughts are interrupted while writing or doing an assignment. This means that the students who would otherwise have excellent grades now have a hard time being successful because they are so distracted by the internet, smartphones, and other modern gadgetry. This distraction also applies in an office setting, with many people working computer jobs being less productive because they are distracted, checking websites, text messages, etc. But this distraction might have a less conscious and controllable effect on people. Some scientists hypothesize that people's expectations for receiving a text message or email actually use up a fraction of this working memory, making this distraction of the smartphone and internet subconscious, as well as discouraging the brain from deep thought.
My phone definitely distracts me a lot when I'm working on my homework or doing a project. I'll often get the temptation to go on my phone and check Facebook or Instagram. So
I know how to get. I'm distracted. My quality of my work isn't that great because I'm not thinking about what I have to do, and it just doesn't come out that great.
No, I feel it actually helps because it's got the calculator feature, and if I'm a little distracted, I can use it.
Kids are addicted to their phones. They can't control themselves.
What distracts me the most when I'm trying to get work done, usually if I'm doing homework, usually try to avoid going on my computer or trying to watch TV, but I do my best to get it done and often fails.
Sometimes people jokingly say their children are addicted to modern technology, whether it be the internet, a cell phone, or a game. But as it turns out, it may not be so much of a joke. A study from 2004 found recent surveys indicate that about 2% of youth can be described as having an internet addiction, with 10 to 20% engaging in at-risk use. The year of that study is important because it was well before the huge boom in social networking sites like Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and many others reached their prime. An addiction to the internet, scientists think, has the potential to deeply affect the way people function. Quote, there does appear an emerging scientific consensus that internet use and gameplay has the potential to become pathological. ... It is important to note that pathological means more than simply spending a substantial amount of time playing video games or using the internet. Rather, it implies an actual reduction in the ability of the individual to function normally in society. In more recent studies, it has been shown that about 16% of the population has an internet addiction. That is a 14% rise since almost a decade ago. Today, Surveys show that about 16% of the population has an internet addiction. That is a 14% rise since the last time it was taken. In the case of cell phones, over half the population in recent studies is shown to have an addiction for cell phone use. Many said that they could not even go a single day without cellular use.
Okay, well, I actually worked on a project with someone else a couple months ago where I had to go a week without internet, and I failed after 3 days, and I still had access to my computer and my phone and things like that. And so I actually, as bad as it sounds, I don't think I could go very long without it.
So without a phone or internet, I'd probably last about less than an hour.
I definitely feel that I'm held back from doing my best work with modern technology because I find myself on the computer excessively when I'm trying to do my homework, and it's really distracting, and if I didn't have that accessibility so easy, then easily accessible, then I would definitely do better.
I could probably adjust to living like that after a while, but it would take some time.
Say, looking at the next 100 years, that there are two trends in the world today. The first trend is toward what we call a Type 1 civilization, a planetary civilization, a civilization that resembles something out of Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon. The danger is the transition between Type 0 and Type 1, and that's where we are today. We are a Type 0 civilization. We get our energy from dead plants, oil, and coal. But if you get a calculator, you can calculate when we will attain Type 1 status. The answer is, in about 100 years, we will become planetary. We'll be able to harness all the energy output of the planet Earth. We'll play with the weather, earthquakes, volcanoes, anything planetary we will play with. The danger period is now, because we still have the savagery. We still have all the passions. We have all the sectarian fundamentalist ideas circulating around, but we also have nuclear weapons. We have chemical, biological weapons capable of wiping out life on Earth. So I see two trends in the world today. The first trend is toward a multicultural, scientific, tolerant society. However, every time I open the newspaper, I also see the opposite trend as well.